Okay, take two. I'm going to talk about more like offense in this one and what you're looking for in every character. And I'm going to use these three characters as examples. There's some key tools you should be looking at with every character. As soon as you boot up, this what the story mode also tries to teach you is that, you know, you have to be able to, even how they, oh my god, I stopped mid-sentence, but like, even the character you face is structured and the character you have that can deal with them if you figure out how to use your tools well is on purpose. So the big thing that you, I guess, want to look for, we'll give two things. First one is what I call your in and out. Many characters have this. You could back special with Ranger Slayer after just doing some of your normal buttons. You can forward special if you want to go in. Plus, with the assist system, you can make very simple stuff pretty good, like this. And then the cat assist covers you, and so on and so forth. And then, you know, so on and so forth. So that's what I think everybody should find that. Mostly it's always a special, but you need to remember that if you'd finish whatever your, like, auto combo is, or string of that button, so for Ranger Slayer hitting heavy 2 times, if I hit this heavy for that third time, I cannot cancel the move, so you have to keep track. This is simply very powerful and help you can get chip damage while staying in control. It's really, really important. As you can see, he's losing the taddest bit of health just from blocking. And if you can play really good in and out here, you can actually keep them, you know, taking this chip damage. You can play the long game if you can't do like half health combos. Just doing this right here, it does a little bit of chip. You know, we add an assist in there. That's a lot more of chip. I mean, doing that little bit of damage can be really impactful. So the first thing you're going to find is your in and out. Cat is the exact same. But for example, again, it's in the specials, but this is really big. She can do forward special, which is great. Decent chip. You can see that right there. Look at his health barely go down. And she has back special. What makes this really good is their projectile invincible. So if I set this bot as my hand, and I don't know how I'm going to fucking do this, but we'll figure it out. So I am going to do a little shot with red. I'm going to do like, and look right there, I flip through it. We'll do another example, but we'll do the light gun. That's the regular one. We'll do the, what is the high gun is the question. What is the high gun? Do I not know? Okay, it's the, hold on, we're going to do. As you can see, I flip right through it. Same thing with the back special. The back special is a little harder to do because, you know, they have to be like fucking right. Okay, this is difficult. What the hell? Okay, this is gonna get annoying here. We're gonna get this, but the point is, it's projectile invincible. Oh, I'm gonna get it one day. This is so difficult to do with 2 hands. It's just like, okay, there you go. You saw it right there. I go through it. Thank the Lord. They're both projectile invincible, and they can both chain into each other. So you can do a forward special to a back. Oh my god, you can do a forward special to a back. And that's pretty much the only chain you can do. But it makes super... Again, we're still talking about your in and out here. We're talking about your in and out. But it guarantees chip damage. And if you have an assist, you go right back in. And you do a good amount of chip damage. For example, this part right here is unsafe. You can back special twice. But we had an assist there, and with better timing, I'm safe, and I can keep my turn. So this is super important. I'm going to do a situation one more time so you can see the amount of chip damage it's actually doing. That's a good amount of chip right there. That's really, really good. So you're doing a bit of damage even when they're blocking. And yes, it can be regened, but that's still damage, and it forces them to switch. So your next things is push blocks, actually. you need to learn how to deal with push blocks on offense. Push blocks are very important, and again, it revolves around the specials most characters do, but we'll do push block always. So if I go to hit him, let's do my, you want to get a little more pressure in there, he immediately pushes me back. So some moves do not get pushed back as much, specific to the character, but for example, let's say I do this medium. I'm getting pushed back pretty far, about 7 or 8 notches. Let's do this forward special. I am pretty much still right where I started. In fact, I'm a little ahead of where I started because I started back here. And because Cat has such big buttons, I can still do like a down medium or a down heavy. And I can still go in general. Which is really, really good, It's also baiting out their defense. For example, if you think they're going to push block you right, if they have really good push block timing, or you're throwing this really long multi-hit, we'll use a better example. Or this really long multi-hit, because if it hits more than once, it's very easy to push block. You have to be preemptive, Throw out a fast button, and then dash right after, get back in there. You can do a special, for example, and here I can jump back in. You just have to be mindful of the push block. Cat's another great example. If you think they're going to try and run up or someone assist, just hit a button. You could just immediately back special, and if they run up you to hit the button, you hit them. Assist will also do this very well. Let's say I know I'm going to set up my pressure here, and I know I'm safe. I fucked it up well, and I know I'm going to be fine. So I can't claw. And then I switch my character, as you can see, and I'm fine. Do this again. And then boom, I am now safe, and I did a little bit of chip damage. So it's very, very important to keep in mind push blocking. And yeah, I hope you get it. Again, some of these are very specific, like I said. Different moves are going to have different amounts of push block. Some moves won't get you set back as far. Some is going to get you sent halfway across the screen. But that's even a tip for defense, That's even a tip for defense, because it means you should be paying attention to oh my god, how far you push them back. Don't just hit the push block and then mindlessly run up because you're, oh my god, I can't speak. Don't just mindlessly hit the push block and then run up because you're mad, you're trying to take space. Pay attention to how far you hit them. We have to remember that the always annoying exception is level 1. Even if I do this, they could probably just level 1 if they have time and kill me. The other last thing for pressure that we're going to talk about is Zord, which is done by both of your assists. Very, very important. You can cancel any move, even something that's super punishable, like finishing my heavy string. I messed it up. Wow. Okay, terrible timing, but this leads to my point anyway. You can immediately cancel anything into the Zord. Again, specific times though, something like this. If I finish the string, see how both the assists come out, that means that I couldn't do my Zord yet. I still had to wait. But if I just do this first hit, Zord, and then I cancel into a button. So you can keep your pressure going, even if they push block. Let's say they push block this, right? Now I cancel the Zord, I hit a light button, so the drill comes in, and I'm still getting pressure. Right there, I do the medium. And look at that, I made my pressure safe. Zord is also good because let's just hit this light button. Look at the chip damage it's doing here. If you have 3 bars of Zord, you could probably get this off 3 or 4 times. and then that's a good amount of chip damage. It's very important. Every Zord does different things. Some are actually more built for chip damage than others, but it's always really, really good to remember that. Even your level 1s... Hold on. Oh yeah, there's go. That's my point I'm trying to show. Even your level 1s on hit can be swapped to Zord, which is more advanced, but... Now, for our last tools, this is... I'll try and, like, put a timestamp. We're gonna write this down. We're gonna write this down. This is important. I need to have this in my notes. I need to put this on the timestamp. Okay, we'll say 11 minutes. Now we're going to talk about what you should be looking for in a character. Now we've already said one of the 2 things you should be looking for, and also how it'll help you play your offense because it's more offensive. How you deal with push blocking. Do you have a fast button that you could dash right in after? You know, see the ranges, you get pushed back, and you're in and out. So this, you know. Or you can even call it the in and out because you swap, right? You know, you do this. And then you have the chance to get out with Cat. Or swap to the other playable character, and that's your in and out. What to do against push block. Now we are going to figure out... I'm going to turn off push block. Now we're going to do what things you should be looking for. I think you can record somehow. It's a thing. I know it is. Okay, that's the thing. Now we're going to do what you should be looking for. First off, anti-airs. If they jump at you, do you have a reliable way to stop them? Okay, he's got to cover that. For a Cat, it's her back heavy. If they jump at you like this angle, back heavy. Get your bombo, whatever. What else you need to look for? Okay, this guy's got to stop. Is your pressure after a knockdown. What is something you have? See how I threw him? What do I have after? So for Cat, you'd actually want to do the combo here. Wow, this is horrible. But what do I have after that, you know? Can I do the claws into an assist? If I'm playing Ranger Slayer, you know, I get my throw. We'll reset them. Oh, I can go above and throw the mine. And if I don't get hit, then they have to block the mine, which means they either have to... Which means you could just hold grab. I mean, you can just hold block, and then the only thing you can do is grab you. Oh, okay, I have Zord. What's something I could do with Zord? Okay. Oh, I can immediately pop Zord and then go high. Something like that. You know. So your pressure after you hit them. If you have Udana, you hit them down, you immediately hit that back special twice, or only once if you're too close, and you try and get that snowball. You know. So, again, anti-air. So if they're jumping at you, well, anti-air. Your pressure after you knock them down, it's very important. How to deal with push blocks. And also, what they do is an assist. You need to be able to understand what your character is doing as an assist, especially once later in the story or you play the regular game. Because if you can be good with one of your characters and you can choose the other 2 for assist, that should get you through most of it. For example, look at this Cat assist. That is consistent pressure, and you can switch whenever. I could switch and keep going, you know, and that's really good. Look at this. I could jump after and do a high. I could switch after and do more zoning. It's very, very important. The other thing you're probably going to find out with your character is your range tools. What do you have at range? Some characters have not much. Some characters have a little. You know, I mean, we can go to red here. Okay, we gotta stop this playback. Let's go to red here. He's gonna block. Oh my god. Anyway, the last thing you should probably be looking for is also, what do you do in the air? That's very important. If you're jumping up here, you know, you can block. You can block. But if you want to approach, you know, what's your tools? Cat, this dive kick's very good. Especially dive kick close to the ground. You know, most characters can't do anything. Some can. There's always exceptions, but, you know, what do you do in the air? Cat can even make it do 2 hits in the air, which makes it even better. So that's really, really important. What you do in the air, how you deal with people in the air, what your assist does. The last thing here, I know I said the last thing 20 years ago, is your level 1, okay? How far does your level 1 go is very, very important. If they whiff a move and you have a bar, can you hit them from that far to do decent damage? You know, and you're invincible. Why the invincibility is important is, let's say this bot whiffs the button, right? He whiffs. So he summons his assist to protect him. Which is, it's very, very important. You know, it is very, very important. So, well, you have a level 1. So what you can do is ignore that assist. Well, we'll let it even do it farther so you can see his assist actually come out. See, you can ignore his assist and still get the damage. Super and super important. Once again, and look how I timed it right and I beat the assist. You need to be able to have that in mind. Another great example is Jens here is hits like more upwards. Ranger Slayers is only low to the ground. So you need to keep that in mind. I rambled a lot. I hope that helps. Yeah, that's a long video.